Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. My name's Alex. Today we're going to do a little Barnes & Noble trip. We're going to go to the bookstore. We're going to do some girly things, have a girly day. One of the books that I've anticipated all year is coming out today. It's the 5th installment of the Bridge Kingdom series. We're going to go to Barnes. We're going to pick up the book. Obviously, we're going to have to do some browsing because why would we not? And we'll see what we can find. I have a couple other books in the back of my mind that I would consider picking up, but we'll just see. We'll see what the vibes are. We'll see how I'm feeling when I get there. I'm gonna grab a coffee or a matcha or something and just have a fun, girly day. Let's go. Little Pooper's gonna have to stay here. He's snuggling his little snowflake toy, and I'm sure he'll just take a nice cozy nap in the sun. little story time. I just had a really terrifying experience in Barnes and Noble. My heart is still kind of like pounding a little bit. Nothing crazy. I'm making it sound like this is crazy. It's not that crazy. Basically, what happened, this Barnes and Noble has two entrances. There's one in the back of the store and there's one in the front of the store. And today I went through the back entrance. Essentially, I checked out, I paid for my books, and I didn't get a receipt. I usually never get a receipt. I mean, why waste the paper if I don't need it? I'm not gonna like come back and return a book. I already felt sketchy, like walking from the front of the store to the back of the store with two books in my hand with no receipt. Of course, I walk through the sensor and it starts going off really loud. The manager came over and she had to like walk me to the front and make sure that I actually paid for the books and I wasn't just like stealing them. I know I paid for the books, so I know I didn't steal them, but why did I feel so guilty? Like, oh my gosh, it was so scary. I'm telling you, it was so scary. And like, I already felt so odd, like walking through the store like that. I was gonna get coffee in there, but I think there's a little coffee shop down in the same like shopping area that I've never been to before, and it looks really cute. It's kind of like a little hole in the wall, so I kind of want to check that out. So let's go check it out together, see what's up, and get a coffee, and kind of like decompress a little bit. So I bought some books. I'm just reading my Kindle, having some coffee. The cafe was like a little busy for me. It ended up being really cute, but just a lot of people. So I came out here. I'm actually sitting in front of the library, which is really fun. It's International or National Library Week, I believe, something like that. So just, I don't know, makes you appreciate what the library is, what it does for the community, and how it provides like a safe space for people, especially for kids after school. I just remember doing that as a kid. I was 100% a library kid. We did the reading challenges every year, and I just really wanted to get that American Girl doll, but I never did. But it was just what introduced me to the love of reading, the love of writing, and just like the literary world. And yeah, so I have a lot of appreciation for the libraries around here. I have my library card, but unfortunately, at least the library in Austin is very popular, and I feel like a lot of the books that I have my eye on or that I would want to get from the library are have like ridiculous holds, like months and months and months worth of holds, which is fine. It's just kind of frustrating. If there's something I really want to read, I don't want to wait that long. And so I end up just like buying the book anyways. I do always try and buy used first. Went to that Goodwill before I went to Barnes just to see what there is. You never know, what you're going to find. And yeah, I always just try to make it a point to buy used first just because one, it's cheaper, you're saving your money, and this is a very easy hobby to overconsume. Give a book a second home if somebody else didn't like it, and I like the feel of a used book over a brand new book, in my opinion. It just feels worn in, feels used, feels loved, and that's what books are all about, is to love them. So I'm going to read a little bit more and then head home and hang out with Hachi, and we'll do our little book haul.
What are you doing? Going for the toys. Go get your toy.
We're back from our fun little girls' day. Back with the monster. Had a little bit of an interesting time at Barnes and Noble towards the end. We found a new little coffee shop that was really cute, and also ended up going to Target. Describe a better day. We might have to wait for him to stop. I also went to Home Depot on our way out because it was right next to Target, and I got a lot of soil because we just recently built a little flower box. So I want to actually plant the wildflower seeds that I have. So without further ado, we will go over the books that I bought. I got 3 total books. I ended up getting 2 at Barnes & Noble, and then I got 1 at Target because I can't go to Target without going to the book section. Obviously, I got the book that I went for. This was literally the only copy that they had on the shelves. Like, I have no idea why there's only one out, how in the world I was the one that got to pick it up. This is like release day for this book, so I would have expected there to be maybe like a little mini table in the front, or at least like, I don't know, more than one copy. But yeah, so this is The Twisted Throne by Danielle Jensen. She has become one of my, like autobi authors, honestly. They all have just like a really well-rounded romance and fantasy like balance, and that's one of my favorite things about them. These covers are just honestly so pretty. So pretty. So I'm super excited to get into this one. If you've read the series, this is about the sister of the mailman character in the first 2 books of the Bridge Kingdom. So I'm very excited about getting into this one. Okay, and this next one that I bought is definitely a book that has been around everywhere. It's super popular. It's Legendborn. I'm sure that you've seen this around everywhere. To be honest, I had no intention of reading this book like at all. It just seemed really YA to me. And I don't know, this cover just, I don't really like the cover at all. It kind of screams like super YA, urban fantasy with like just magic and just, I don't know why. I just never really have felt drawn to it, even though it's blown up and everybody absolutely loves this. The reason why I decided to pick it up and decided to read it is because I heard somebody give a description of the series. Their description was like so cool and so fun. And because I just had never really looked into what this is about, besides that it was a YA fantasy novel, I didn't really know that that's what it was about. It's a matchable system that's based at UNC, I think UNC Chapel Hill, which, if you guys don't know, I'm originally from North Carolina. I went to school at UNC Charlotte, and so I'm very familiar with this area. And so that right off the bat was like, oh, that piqued my interest. And then she was talking how it is based off of like um, King Arthur, right, Merlin, and a bunch of other like things that she was talking about that just like, and it just honestly sounded exactly like something that I would like to read. I just feel like it would be really fun and quick and not too complicated, and that's kind of what I'm in the mood for right now. I bought Legendborn, and we're gonna read it and find out if it's actually going to be something that I like. And I'm really excited because so many people love this series. After Barnes and Noble, we went to the coffee shop, got a coffee, ended up taking it over to this library area and a lot of outdoor seating. So I just like sat outside, drank my coffee, read a little bit on my Kindle. I'm reading Nocticadia right now. I'm loving it. Nocticadia is good. I had my doubts and I was worried because it's spring and summery, and like Nocticadia is very dark and not springy. And it's good. I'm very happy that I picked it up. After that, I ended up going to Target just because I just needed some like regular things, like house things. And I ended up finding a book that I almost bought at Barnes and I didn't for whatever reason. Oh, I know why. Because it was $30 at Barnes and Noble and it was $20 at Target. Broken Country by Claire Leslie Hall. This is a Reese's book club pick, and I recently read another Reese's book club pick, Isola, and I really enjoyed it. The farmer is dead. He is dead, and all anyone wants to know is who killed him. A sweeping love story with the pace and twists of a thriller. Broken Country is a novel of simmering passion, impossible choices, and explosive consequences that toggles between the past and present to explore the far-reaching legacy of first love. I don't know. Sounds good. Why not? And the cover is really pretty. It just looks wholesome and kind of a little scary looking, to be honest. Like, this could be a sneaky, thrillery type of book. So I'm interested to see what it's all about. So those are the 3 books that I got at the stores today. I also got a couple other things, 2 journal-ish things. I got this one. It was like $2 on clearance. It's literally just a notebook. I've been looking for a journal to just write a little bit more, jot down my thoughts and stuff. And then I got a planner. So those are all the things that I got today at the stores during my little girly day by myself. Took myself, I guess, on like a little date. I had so much fun. I'll be doing these things again. Hopefully, I will see you soon in the next video. Hachi and I will be back, and I hope you guys have a fantastic week, fantastic weekend, and I'll see you guys next time.